This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Cop shot and injured near Central Police Station. A policeman is now nursing gunshot wounds after he was shot and injured in front of the Central Police Station in downtown Kingston early Tuesday morning. His identity has not yet been revealed. Reports are that men opened fire on the cop as he was riding his bike. He was rushed to hospital. His condition is not known. This incident follows the deaths of two other lawmen in the last 2 weeks. On October 15, Constable Brian Martin was shot dead at a wake on Ricketts Avenue in Kingston 13. 4 other people were shot in the incident. A few days later, Corporal Oliver Mullings was gunned down in the line of duty on 3rd Street in the Kingston Western Police Division. Elderly man found dead inside car in May Pen. An elderly man was found dead inside his car along Jackson Street in May Pen, Clarendon, Tuesday morning. He has been identified as Hugh Evans, who lived at the Glenmuir housing scheme. Persons at the scheme cried uncontrollably. Evans was described as a good man. "Matthew is 1 in a million. I miss him so much. What are we going to do? I'm weak. I can't say no more," said Claudette McFarlane, a friend and a neighbor of Evans. Jocelyn Sterling said Evans was like a father to him. Stating that they had a good relationship, Sterling, a goat farmer, said he rushed to the scene on hearing the news. 8 vehicle collision along Constant Spring Road expect delays. The Jamaica Constabulary Force is reporting traffic delays along Constant Spring Road following an 8 vehicle collision. The traffic pileup is said to be in the vicinity of Don Robin Avenue in St. Andrew. There were no immediate reports of injuries. According to the JCF, at least 4 vehicles are disabled. Arrangements are being made to have them towed. Motorists are being advised to use alternate routes until the vehicles are cleared from the roadway. JLP councillor dies. Balance of power shifts in St. Thomas Municipal Corporation. The death of a Jamaica Labour Party councillor has shifted the balance of control of the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation. The 2 political parties represented in the corporation each had 5 seats, but with the passing of Lenworth Rawle, deputy mayor and a councillor for the Trinityville division, the JLPs is now left with 4. Mr. Rawle died in the United States, where the news understands he had gone to seek medical attention. His passing leaves the People's National Party with a 1-seat majority at the municipal corporation. Mr. Rawle served as mayor of Morant Bay for a year. Air traffic controllers again restive. Tension is increasing among air traffic controllers as the association representing the workers says it remains in the dark about the government's compensation review in relation to its members. This tension has also escalated following the announcement by the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions that more unions under its umbrella have agreed to accept the wage package submitted by the government under the Compensation Review Program. Jamaica Air Traffic Controllers Association says a contact was made with the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service, but its concerns continue to be pushed aside. JATCA President Curtis Solomon told the news that the heads of agreement signed in July this year is already being breached by the government. He is therefore warning that action will be taken unless the ministry provides an update this month. Last week, the Jamaica Civil Service Association indicated that it is prepared to accept the wage aspect of the government's compensation review to cover the period 2022 to 2025. Mr. Solomon told the news that the technical team which his union represents is becoming restive over a wage claim that is yet to be settled by the government, and he reiterated his displeasure with the level of engagement from the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service about the issues affecting members.
This matter cannot be allowed to go beyond November. The engagement is important. This is the livelihood of persons who work in an essential service and also who work in a critical service to the nation's economy. So to have the kind of apathy that we see, because yes, we have reached out to the ministry, no response, or the type of response you get is only an acknowledgement. We don't know where we stand with the compensation review. Things are being published practically daily about it. Now our group is out in the cold. So what that means is that we will now have to put some firm timelines in for ourselves within which we will allow the process of conciliation if it does reach there, but also we will have to act to bring some attention. That could see us taking action on that matter, which would have implications for the air traffic controllers working. And to put it quite bluntly, if we do take action and that matter is not resolved, the air traffic controllers would not be able to work without the support of the technical teams. We have written about it several times. We have written to the highest level. We have spoken to the Ministry of Labour about it, but we're not getting the resolution to that matter. We have had occasion to have meetings with the Ministry of Finance, and we find their attitude to be less than desirable. They practically come to the meetings and then tell us that they're not there to answer our concerns. We wrote a 3-page letter with about 14 areas of concerns. They practically told us that they are not answering those concerns. They cherry pick maybe one or two, and then they speak around the subject.
One Don trial resumes today. Chief Justice Brent Sykes is expected to rule today on the evidence in the One Don gang trial in the Home Circuit Court. The historic year-long trial, which was adjourned in September, is scheduled to resume at 10 this morning. The matter was adjourned in September after the attorneys representing the 27 defendants completed their submissions. For today's resumption, the investigating officer is also to provide the court with documents to prove the death of one of the defendants, Andre Smith. Smith, 29, otherwise called Bolo, who was on bail, was shot dead on August 11 on Hagley Park Road, St. Andrew. His death was announced to the court before its adjournment, but time was required to provide proof. Man escapes injury after tree branch falls on vehicle. A man narrowly escaped injury after a tree branch fell on a parked vehicle in which he was seated at the Manchester Municipal Corporation as rain and wind associated with Tropical Storm Lisa affected southern parishes. The system triggered a tropical storm watch by the Meteorological Service. Councillor MacArthur Collins, People's National Party New Green Division, who is the owner of the damaged car, said his driver was shaken by the incident. I was at the council at a meeting and the driver was out there. He is lucky as he was in the vehicle. He was frightened and shaken up. He ran out of the vehicle, said Collins. He said the tree branches had been hanging over the council's property from a neighboring business. Mayor of Mandeville, Donovan Mitchell, told the news on Monday that there was no other incidents in relation to Tropical Storm Lisa. I haven't received any reports in terms of any flooding, he said. Alligator Pond and Porous, I have been talking with the councillor for Alligator Pond and there is nothing that he has reported, said Mitchell. Councillor Claudia Morant Baker of the Jamaica Labour Party Porous Division said that the inclement weather had postponed roadwork in her division. I am just watching what is happening. I am about to start a project in the St. Toulis area above the Highway 2000 to repair a road there, so I am here thinking that with this rain, it can cause a damper to it, she said. Man gunned down in Pimento Hill St James. A man was shot and killed by gunmen in Pimento Hill, Germantown, St. James on Monday night. He has been identified as 19-year-old Joshua Swaby of Maroontown in the parish. The police report that about 9 p.m., residents heard explosions and raised an alarm. On arrival of the police, Swaby was discovered face down in blood with multiple gunshot wounds to his upper body. He was transported to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Attorney fumes as men remain in custody despite a court order. The Hanover police have been accused of ignoring a court order to file criminal charges or release 2 men who have been in custody for nearly a week. The order gave the police until 5 p.m. on Monday to either charge the men or release them from custody, according to their attorney, Donovan Collins. It was made in the Hanover Parish Court yesterday after a successful habeas corpus application Collins told the court. But the attorney says his checks early Tuesday revealed that the men are still in custody. Deputy Superintendent Sharon B. Putt, who heads the Hanover Police, confirmed around 8 p.m. last evening that the men were in custody. B. Putt explained that she was trying to confirm the existence of the court order. Calls to her cell phone on Tuesday went unanswered. But according to Collins, the crime officer for the parish was in court yesterday when the order was made. This is a breach of a court order which cannot be allowed to continue in Jamaica, he told the news. Collins said the men were arrested 5 days ago but still have not been interviewed by investigators or placed on an identification parade. The Hanover Police clearly are operating in a manner as if they are above the law, the attorney fumed. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.